Two brothers went from luxury mansions and supercars in Dubai to prison cells overnight. Samuel and Ruben Onuha built an empire selling dreams on TikTok. But beneath their flashy lifestyle, a dangerous secret waited to explode. If you believe money buys freedom, their shocking downfall will change your mind forever. Dubai, February 9th, 2025. The skyline glitters like a diamond necklace under the Arabian night sky, a backdrop worthy of royalty. But tonight isn't about kings or princes. It's about Samuel and Ruben Onuha, two brothers who became celebrities overnight, not by birth, but through social media. Their $50 million mansion on Palm Jumeirah hums with life as Lamborghinis and Ferraris line the driveway. Models in designer dresses laugh over glasses of champagne. Music vibrates through marble floors, shaking crystal chandeliers. It's a scene right out of a Hollywood movie, except this isn't fiction. This is their reality. Samuel and Ruben weren't always Dubai's golden boys. Raised in a humble fishing village in the Netherlands, the brothers seemed destined for an ordinary life. Samuel, older by 2 years, was ambitious from a young age. While his friends worried about homework and dating, he obsessed over ways to make money online. Friends called him crazy. Teachers shook their heads, but Samuel was relentless. He wasn't dreaming of success, he was plotting it. At just 18, Samuel discovered e-commerce. From selling teeth-whitening kits to gaming accessories, he faced constant failure. But with every setback, his resolve grew stronger. "They laughed at me," Samuel often told his followers. But failure wasn't an option. When he finally tasted success, it came quickly and powerfully. He dropped out of school, leaving behind the safe path everyone expected him to follow. It was risky, but Samuel had always thrived on risk. His younger brother Ruben wasn't far behind. Always in Samuel's shadow, Ruben idolized his brother's relentless drive. Together, they launched Icon Amsterdam, a fashion brand that turned Samuel's obsession into a multi-million-dollar reality. Their muscle-fit pants became more than just clothing. They symbolized success, power, and confidence. Soon, celebrities, influencers, and even kickboxing champions proudly wore their brand, propelling the Onuha brothers to viral stardom. But fashion wasn't their only talent. Samuel and Ruben mastered the art of influence. TikTok and Instagram became their personal kingdoms, platforms where every lavish purchase and extravagant party was broadcast to millions of eager fans. With each viral video, their wealth seemed to multiply. They weren't just living the dream, they had become the dream. Yet, beneath their polished videos and designer suits, whispers began to surface. People questioned how two young entrepreneurs could afford private jets, supercars, and mega mansions. Were they genuine business geniuses, or was there something else, something darker behind the curtain? By early 2025, Dubai's elite circles welcomed Samuel and Ruben as equals. They spent their nights partying with billionaires and influencers, flaunting their unmatched lifestyle. But here's the thing about rapid success. It attracts envy, suspicion, and danger. The brothers had unknowingly stepped onto thin ice, and beneath them, the cracks were already forming. Because what started as a luxurious celebration on that fateful night of February 9th would quickly spiral out of control. While Samuel and Ruben danced and drank with Dubai's most influential figures, someone within their inner circle was plotting their downfall. A simple phone call, triggered by unpaid debts and bruised egos, was about to turn their perfect world into a nightmare. Who betrayed Samuel and Ruben Onuha? What dark secret was hidden behind their glamorous image? And how exactly did two brothers who had everything lose it all in just one night? Stay with me, because the truth is darker and more shocking than anything their followers could have ever imagined. By the time Samuel and Ruben's extravagant Dubai party was in full swing, the brothers were already legends on social media.
I'm celebrating just a full year of success, to be honest. At the moment, I'm doing well over 3 million a month with my businesses combined. Some months even more than that.
But success didn't come easy. Behind every luxurious TikTok post or Instagram story was a carefully crafted illusion, a dream sold to millions. Yet, the Onuha brothers weren't just selling dreams. They were selling a lifestyle, one that millions aspired to, but few could ever achieve. Samuel, always the mastermind, had quickly learned the power of perception. Every decision he made, from the brand collaborations to the exotic destinations, was calculated for maximum impact. "Perception is reality," he frequently said, understanding better than anyone how easily the truth could be shaped online. Meanwhile, Ruben embraced his role as the charismatic face of their empire, effortlessly charming everyone from models to business partners.
¿Qué tal, chicas?
Thank you, my
Muy bien.
Their journey wasn't without controversy. As their wealth grew exponentially, rumors began to circulate. Reddit forums and Twitter threads buzzed with speculation. Some accused the brothers of fraud, money laundering, and even ties to criminal organizations. Others defended them passionately, convinced their idols had earned every cent legitimately. The Onuha brothers laughed off critics, labeling them jealous haters, incapable of understanding their success. However, not all accusations were baseless. Hidden beneath their lavish lifestyle and magnetic charisma was a risky business model teetering on the edge. Samuel's bold decisions often skirted legal boundaries, driven by an insatiable hunger for growth and recognition. Ruben, loyal to his brother, rarely questioned Samuel's judgment, fully trusting his vision. Yet the closer they soared to the sun, the hotter it became. Dubai wasn't just a paradise. It was a city with strict laws and powerful figures, many watching closely as the brothers flaunted their newfound fortune. Every yacht party, every extravagant purchase put them further under the microscope. Unbeknownst to them, their every move was now being monitored, not just by fans, but by authorities. On that night in February, their recklessness finally caught up with them. Unpaid debts to Colombian escorts became the catalyst for disaster. Feeling cheated, the escorts retaliated with a simple anonymous phone call. Dubai authorities swiftly responded, notorious for their zero-tolerance policies. Within hours, the party transformed into chaos. Police stormed their mansion, discovering illicit substances and connections that Samuel and Ruben had desperately tried to conceal. This wasn't just about unpaid debts or party excess. This was something deeper and far more dangerous. The brothers had unintentionally stepped into a web of criminal intrigue far beyond their control. What exactly did the police find inside that luxurious mansion? Who were the powerful figures secretly orchestrating their downfall? And could Samuel and Ruben possibly escape the ruthless legal storm brewing around them? Stay tuned, because the unraveling of the Onuha brothers' empire is just beginning, and what comes next will shock even their most loyal fans. As Dubai police combed through every corner of the Onuha brothers' mansion, the vibrant party atmosphere quickly turned into a nightmare. The brothers, always so confident and composed, now stood helpless as their empire began crumbling before their eyes. The discovery of illegal substances wasn't just a minor inconvenience, it was the beginning of a major international scandal. Samuel and Ruben's arrest sent shockwaves across social media. Fans and followers who once idolized their lavish lifestyles were left in disbelief. Was everything they admired a facade? The brothers' silence was deafening. Their usually active social media accounts went dark overnight, fueling wild speculation. Dubai's strict narcotics laws meant severe consequences were inevitable. But the question everyone asked was, how deep did this scandal run? Early reports suggested the brothers had links to major criminal organizations in Europe. Rumors about their connections to notorious Dutch drug lord Ridwan Taghi began circulating, hinting at a sinister underworld beneath their glamorous public image. Investigators soon uncovered unsettling details. The Onuha brothers weren't just careless party hosts. They were deeply involved in transporting narcotics internationally. Authorities alleged the brothers had regularly smuggled substantial quantities of illicit substances from Amsterdam to Dubai, using their extravagant lifestyle as a cover. This revelation changed everything. Samuel's penthouse in Amsterdam, rented from a famous footballer, became another focal point of the investigation. It was frequently used for extravagant, drug-fueled parties. Reports even surfaced that Samuel had nearly faced eviction due to repeated complaints from neighbors and property owners, indicating their risky behavior wasn't isolated to Dubai. As authorities continued to dig, the financial irregularities began to mount. Millions in unpaid taxes to the Dutch government raised additional alarms, suggesting their apparent wealth might have been inflated or supported by illicit activities. Their carefully constructed facade was rapidly unraveling. The brothers, known for their extravagant purchases and lavish vacations, were suddenly confronted with a harsh new reality. a reality behind prison bars. Friends, fans, and business associates distanced themselves swiftly, realizing that Samuel and Ruben's downfall was inevitable. But perhaps the most shocking revelation came from within their inner circle. Allegations surfaced that close associates and even family members might have been aware, or worse, complicit, in their illicit operations. Trust evaporated instantly, replaced by suspicion and betrayal. Who within their trusted circle might have betrayed Samuel and Ruben Onuha? What role did their family and closest associates play in their rise and fall? And could this scandal extend far beyond Dubai, implicating powerful figures in Europe? Keep watching, because the answers will take this story in directions you never imagined possible. As Samuel and Ruben Onuha awaited their fate inside Dubai's unforgiving legal system, the story of their meteoric rise and sudden downfall became a global sensation. Authorities continued unraveling the complex web surrounding the brothers, leading to increasingly shocking discoveries. Reports surfaced of a network involving international narcotics trafficking, stretching from Amsterdam to Dubai. This wasn't just about two young entrepreneurs caught partying too hard. This was an intricate operation with high stakes and powerful connections. Dubai police, collaborating closely with Dutch and international law enforcement agencies, started piecing together how the brothers' lavish lifestyle served as the perfect smokescreen. Further investigation revealed the escorts who triggered the raid weren't merely unpaid party guests, they were frequent couriers in a larger trafficking ring. Flights arranged specifically to transport illicit substances underscored the calculated nature of their criminal enterprise. Each extravagant purchase, private jet flight, and yacht party seemed designed to mask the real source of their wealth. Meanwhile, Samuel and Ruben's businesses came under intense scrutiny. The once celebrated icon Amsterdam, praised for its rapid success, faced allegations of serving as a financial front. Authorities probed deeply into their financial records, uncovering irregularities and suspicious transactions that pointed directly toward money laundering. Samuel, once an inspirational figure known for his charisma and motivational speeches, now faced a dark reflection of his former glory. Followers and mentees who paid thousands for coaching began questioning everything they learned. Were Samuel's lessons genuine advice from a savvy entrepreneur or mere techniques in deception? For Ruben, the reality was equally grim. His loyalty to his brother now seemed his greatest liability. Friends described him as someone who trusted Samuel implicitly, perhaps too much. Now facing severe charges, Ruben grappled with betrayal and the devastating realization that his blind trust might cost him decades behind bars. Back home in their Dutch village, shock rippled through the community. The brothers' mother, Carmen Onuha, a respected public figure and mayor, faced harsh scrutiny and painful questions. Did she suspect her son's illicit activities? Could a mother truly be unaware of the scale of her children's operations? These unanswered questions cast a shadow over her reputation and caused deep distress within their family. As the story grew darker, the stakes rose higher. Connections to notorious criminals intensified the pressure on authorities to uncover the full truth. Rumors hinted that Samuel and Ruben weren't mere pawns. They possibly orchestrated significant parts of the trafficking themselves. If proven, the brothers faced a future far bleaker than anyone imagined. But the question still loomed large. Who exactly were Samuel and Ruben Onuha? Were they ruthless masterminds manipulating everyone around them? Or naive young men who got in too deep, seduced by the promise of easy money and extravagant living? Stay tuned, because what comes next will completely redefine everything you thought you knew about the Onuha brothers. As the investigation intensified, authorities uncovered a complex web of financial deceit and criminal alliances, revealing the true magnitude of Samuel and Ruben Onuha's operations. Each new piece of evidence pointed to a meticulously orchestrated empire built on deception and risky alliances. Dutch law enforcement agencies collaborated closely with Dubai authorities, meticulously tracing financial trails across multiple continents. Millions of dollars in unexplained transactions emerged, tied to suspicious entities and offshore accounts. Every extravagant trip, every lavish purchase was scrutinized. What once seemed like innocent displays of wealth now appeared as calculated moves to obscure their illegal dealings. The brothers' former associates began speaking out, their stories providing startling insights. Employees from their Amsterdam office described a culture of secrecy and fear, with Samuel's aggressive ambition often overshadowed overshadowing ethical considerations. Reuben, though perceived as the gentler of the two, was no less complicit. Staff members recounted late-night meetings and whispered conversations that hinted at activities far darker than simple fashion sales. Dubai's legal system prepared to prosecute the brothers vigorously, determined to set an example of zero tolerance. Facing severe narcotics trafficking charges, Samuel and Reuben grappled with the sobering reality of long-term imprisonment, or worse. Their legal defense struggled to build a convincing case, overwhelmed by the avalanche of incriminating evidence. Yet the brothers remained silent, refusing to cooperate or disclose critical details that could potentially lighten their sentences. Rumors swirled about loyalty to powerful, unseen figures whose wrath they feared more than any court. It became increasingly clear the brothers were mere pieces in a larger, far-reaching criminal network, bound by secrets too dangerous to share. Back in their hometown, life continued, but the brothers' scandal lingered heavily in conversations. Samuel and Reuben's dramatic rise and catastrophic fall became a cautionary tale. Their mother, Carmen, retreated from public life, her political career marred by association. Friends distanced themselves, realizing the brothers' secrets had deep, dangerous roots. Public opinion shifted drastically. Where admiration once flourished, suspicion and resentment now prevailed. Fans who once dreamed of emulating the Onuha brothers now questioned the true cost of wealth and fame. Discussions online and offline pondered deeper implications, how easily charisma and wealth could mask sinister truths. But perhaps the most unsettling revelation was yet to come. As authorities closed in on higher-ranking associates, a crucial informant emerged, someone deeply entrenched in the brothers' inner circle. This mysterious insider promised to deliver explosive testimony that could unravel the entire network. Who was this informant, and what secrets would they reveal? Could this testimony provide a lifeline for Samuel and Reuben, or seal their fate permanently? Don't look away now. The story of Samuel and Reuben Onuha is hurtling towards a conclusion you never saw coming. As the saga of Samuel and Reuben Onuha reached its climax, the informant's shocking testimony unraveled the final mysteries of their dark empire. The informant wasn't a rival or an anonymous tipster. It was someone closer than anyone had guessed, a trusted associate, driven by a mixture of fear, guilt, and self-preservation, came forward to expose the full scope of their illicit operations. This revelation sent shockwaves through courtrooms and newsrooms alike. Details emerged of Samuel and Reuben's deep involvement in a sophisticated, multinational narcotics network. What once appeared to be a reckless lifestyle now looked like deliberate and systematic criminality. Dubai authorities presented undeniable proof, meticulously documented evidence gathered from months of surveillance and international cooperation. Confronted by the overwhelming weight of these revelations, Samuel and Reuben's facade finally shattered. The brothers, who had once radiated confidence and charisma, now appeared broken and defeated. The court's judgment was swift and unforgiving. Samuel and Reuben Onuha faced severe sentences, likely spending decades behind bars. Their dreams of luxurious living and online fame were forever replaced by the harsh reality of prison life. The story of the Onuha brothers became a powerful reminder of how easily ambition could be twisted by greed and recklessness. Their spectacular downfall echoed as a cautionary tale across social media, online forums, and global news outlets. Fans and followers reevaluated their perceptions of wealth, fame, and success, forced to confront the darker truths behind online glamour. As you reflect on the story of Samuel and Reuben Onuha, consider this: how much do we truly know about the lives we admire online? Behind every flashy post and glamorous video may lie hidden truths, unseen struggles, and dangerous secrets. Let their story remind us to look deeper, question appearances, and recognize the thin line between ambition and recklessness. Now it's your turn. What do you think about the rise and fall of the Onuha brothers? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. If this story has resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. There are more stories to tell. Stories that challenge us, teach us, and ultimately remind us of the complexity hidden behind every success.